Well,
Can you first state your name and tell me
Sure.
what office you're running for?
Don Hodson. I'm running for Washington Township Trustee, which is located in Avon, Indiana.
Okay, well, if elected, what are your plans?
Well, I'd like to, first of all, talk about what we promised 4 years ago. We ran 4 years ago, and it was Slate and the Township Board, President Township Board, and myself. And we ran 4 years ago. We made a number of promises, which we've kept every one of the promises. One of those was that we would take the Township Trustee's salary from $67,500, and we took it down to $25,750. And we would have taken it even lower than that, except the state statute says it can not go any lower than the first year of the previous term. The board also took their salary from $7,500 down to $2,500 each. We also eliminated having benefits for the elected officials. The township trustee and the board previously were getting medical benefits and retirement, 19% retirement, and those type of things. So we eliminated that for the elected officials. When I ran for office, I also promised that I would set up a blue ribbon commission that would review all the financial aspects of the township. And they did, and we did get that appointed, and they did meet, and they identified over $1 million worth of budget cuts that we could do without, laying anybody off or affecting their salaries, et cetera, and the services that the township was providing. But there was that much fluff out there that we were able to identify and get, under control. We also, through the state statute that was passed a couple of years ago, we eliminated the need for an emergency fire loan as far as financing the fire department. Typically in the past it was about $3 million or greater, and eliminating that, we were able to save about $59,000 a year in interest. We also refinanced the fire equipment bonds, saving a total of $272,000 left over the life of those bonds. We also did some other refunding. As a result of our actions of our standards and poor rating for the township actually went up, which means an overall savings in the future to the taxpayers of Washington Township. Anytime a budget or lease, any type of bond or lease is done, means they'll pay less in interest over the life of those bonds. We also increased the fire department training, and we also are starting to replace equipment that was getting very old with the fire department, and are starting to get that replaced. We increased communications with our constituents by setting up a township website, doing a township newsletter, and going out in the public and interfacing with various groups. And the other big thing that I campaigned on 4 years ago is that we would increase the collaboration between the taxing entities of Washington Township, the town of Avon, Washington Township Library, and then the Avon School Corporation. And we had some sessions that were held in the past couple of years where, first of all, our boards and councils met at a joint session. The superintendent of school, the town council president, the Washington Township librarian, and myself have meet every other month. We also have been including our state representative and state senator in those discussions so that we can find ways to improve on the greater Avon community overall. So those are the things that we promised that we would do, and we did accomplish. If elected, one of the things that we want to do is to continue the replacement of the fire equipment because we do have stuff that's aging over a period of time. It's been there for quite a few years. We want to continue the training of the firefighters, and there's going to be some more professional development done from that aspect, and also within the township staff, park staff, etc. Increased programming of the township park. We have a pavilion down there that's being booked quite a bit. We want to increase the programming for the actual Washington Township Park, so there's a lot of different things that citizens can do that would be free, and all different age levels. And then also we want to identify some things within our township assistance. There's some things that we can do for those folks receiving township assistance who are able to help health-wise and also are willing, that they can do as far as enhancing being able to get them jobs and those type of things, so they can get off the township public assistance if they're capable and willing to do that. And then a comprehensive program to preserve and improve and map out the 5 cemeteries that the township's responsible for. We get inquiries all the time from people that are wanting to know where a certain individual is buried and that type of stuff. And a lot of people, a lot of that information's not there, so we're working through that to start getting that mapped out so we can do a better job of that. And then also improving, some of the things that need to be done in some of those cemeteries. We came into office, we inherited quite a bit of mess, and really spent the first 2.5 to 3 years of the term getting all those things straightened out, so that this year has really been the year we'll be able to start focusing on some of the things that we needed to be doing, and that's why why I'm running for re-election, is because I want to get some of the things that I really had thought about, would like to have gotten done during this first term, but unfortunately with the things that we had to face, now we're just now starting to be able to do that. So need a little bit more additional time to get some of these other things done that we'd like to see done. And then, of course, the other thing is to continue with the collaboration, keep working closer, because we're trying to identify places where we need to eliminate duplication of services by the various entities, improving programming, that we can give better services to our citizens and get better bang for the tax dollar.
Is there anything else that you want to add?
No, just obviously, besides the township trustee, it also takes a township board, and I would ask that people would support Suzanne Conger, Doug Elmore, and Fred Palmer for township board, because we need a good board that understands these things, because they're the ones that approve the budget and the financial, the tax rates, etc. Keeping things under control and having a low tax rate is important, but at the same time providing good services.
All right. Well, thank you, sir.
Thank you. Appreciate it.